Okay, let's try some trolling. Seems like it might be a pretty good fish. So I turned trolling back on just in case it's a fighter. Thought it might be helpful to still have control of the boat. It looks like it's going to be fine though, and this does look to be a Kuori char, which is excellent. Let's pull it a little bit here. We don't want to drive right over it. Let's see if we can pull it straight up here and net it. Yeah. Nice. Okay. Take that for sure. And that was on the new Soturi. Fish is probably worth about as much as all of the bream were worth together. Maybe not quite, but it might be. Just might be. So being overcast, traditionally the Hunter 2 would be a great choice for this. But from looking at the record board, the leaders board, it looks like Soturis are getting a lot of love right now. So it may even be worth changing to like the Dark Spider-Man or something, one of the other Soturi 22 grams. We'll see if we get a second decent fish on this new Soturi, the number 10, 22 gram number 10. That one right there. I don't know when that came into the game. It's new to me, but I also haven't played in a little bit, so. And that, you know, 12-pound Kuori char put up a little bit of a fight initially. Definitely had some pull to it. I like to stop the motor every once in a while and sort of let the spoons drop in the water a little bit, or make sure that they're changing depth a little bit if possible. We're a little wide of the 15-meter hole, but we'll pull it out in here. We want to stay a little bit in the middle, try to minimize too many pike strikes, given that we don't have steel leaders on. Sometimes you do see savans and other fish specifically out this direction. This seems like a small perch or something like that. Cast it out in front of us. Let it sit there a little bit. And we will go a little further and then we'll start to turn it around. Drag them right over this 12-meter hole. The boat's going over it now. And the lines are a good bit behind us, so we'll have to go past it, but we don't want to go too far. Time to turn it, and we have a fish on. Pretty small. Looks like two fish might be on, actually. It's another Kuori char. So it seems like they're liking this Soturi right now. It's a marker, I believe. Yeah. So let's get it right back out there. And let's see if something is in fact on this. No. Okay. It is not. We want to aim sort of back towards where we came from, stay away from that bank as much as possible. This will be good. So two Kuoris with the new Soturi. Seems to be targeting them pretty specifically. Out of curiosity, what is seeing lake char? Lake trout, I mean, sometimes you want to avoid these. Oh, same thing. Okay. The 9, Soturi 9 is getting some big lake trout. Okay. And we'll try to come back through the 15 meter and then sort of circle wide around. Kind of see where that lands us in terms of bites. Switch out the hunter. We've got partial sunny right now. I forget how far these casting rods cast. We don't need to have them that far away from us. Let's go for, we could do the other new Soturi. I think I want to try the 6 though. I don't know, maybe we should just try, we'll just try the 9, the other new one. And we'll throw it that way and try to throw it not as far. African Vindicator asks if the fish are biting. Well, we started off at Volkov and caught a few bream, but no trophies or too significant of ones. Just kind of was grinding it for a little bit. And here at Kuori, I don't know, we've been here for a few minutes. We've gotten 2 Kuori char and that's it. Well, and a perch we threw back. So, I don't know. It's been interesting. I'm trying out these new Soturi lures. At least they're new to me, the 9 and 10 at the 22 gram variety. Let's see if we're 3 for 3 on. Okay, this is a lot smaller. Not a perch though. Must be a little lake trout. Oh, an Arctic char. Okay. Let's throw it right back in the same direction here. I didn't think about checking the Arctic char weeklies. I think these, as much as anything, these new Soturis are showing up because that's what people are trying, not so much, I mean, I don't know that they're necessarily working that much better than everything else. And there is the Hunter 2 as well. But when the community believes that a lure is working better than others, that just tends to be what gets thrown in the water so much more. You were going to try to do live fishing for burbot? Yeah. Yeah, I haven't done any burbot fishing. I've just been trolling. My plan was to go try to do some carp fishing at Bear, but decided to do a little bit of trolling at Kuori first, just to see what happened. Especially since these new lures came out, just wanted to try them out a little bit. I also was hoping that the new boat would be here as well. I still haven't tried out that the red one, the red boat, so I was thinking it would be here, but it's the only place I've seen it so far is Volkov. It might be other places too, but that's just where I've seen it. Alright, so we're starting to pull in the small fish now. Yeah, let's see if, that is a good point though about burbot. Have they been, so today there was a nice one caught on fish pieces. Oh, people are catching them on these as well. Night crawlers today as well, so I don't know. They might be biting. Oh, is it more expensive to use the red boat? I didn't realize that. I thought so it's a different ticket for that boat? Yeah, I haven't tried the New River much. This is the first time I've played much. I mean, this is the first time I've played in a long time. Except I think I've tried the New River one time when it first came out and just wasn't feeling RF4 at that point, so I don't know anything about the New River. Earlier I was reading through patch notes and there were like 2 or 3 patch notes that I'd never seen. I mean, that's how long it's been since I've played much. They nerfed the alpha, like the real? Do they actually change the numbers on it, or is it just not performing the same way? I didn't know that. It's too weak for bear. Interesting. This thing is a Kuori char magnet. Again, it's been a long time since I have played this game, but I've never, and it's not that, you know, bite rate is great on anything, but the percentage of Kuoris on that Soturi 22g-010 seems to be really high. And next step up is like 8,000 silver. Yeah. Not as impressed with this one. Here, let's switch to Light Spider-Man. Try it out a bit. Swing around here. Swing around another loop or two. As long as you're still having fun, that's good. That's what's important, right? Well, we put Light Spider-Man in, and we immediately going for a ride here. Let's see what this pulled up. This might just be a big lake trout. I don't want to steer the boat right at the fish. It's a good way to lose a fish, but you can also use it to... You just gotta watch it. If the fish starts swimming towards you, either turn the boat off or change your direction a little bit. Alright, we can swing it this way a little bit, I think. That's what you don't want, that big slack spike. At this point, I think I'm gonna just turn the boat off. Unless he has another big run in him. Alright, let's just go off at this point. Why is the engine not stopped? There we go. If we get the chance to stand up, there we go. I wasn't paying attention. I didn't really see what the coloration was there. Corner of my eye, I kind of saw it for a second. Might have been silver, but I didn't get a good look. He's coming up. Well, it would be great if it's another Kuori, but can't tell if it's silver or if it's a little shadowy in there. Maybe it'll be an Arctic. No, it's just a nice. Yeah, it could be. It's either an. Yeah, I think it is an Arctic. It is an Arctic. That's great. Nice Arctic. Yeah, that's awesome. Let's drink a little tea. What's up, Nero? Long time no see, buddy. That was a nice Arctic. Get some of that premium pieces of fish. Arctic char piece. beluga vinga starts from 15K, which is best in slot. That's what using for New River. People are still being snapped off. What, those big sturgeons? I saw one of the patch notes looked like talked specifically about the fish fighting of the sturgeon and stuff. I don't know if they made them harder or they just changed it, but something. People still fish off the key here at Kuori? I don't know. Maybe. I wonder if that's where the burbot are being caught, or if there's different spots now. Used to be, I would fish off the key, camp, and occasionally the island for burbot, but that's been a long while ago. Let's see if we can't get one more fish here. It's getting late in the night. Ooh. Yeah, those are brutal. I think we've all been there at one time or another. The worst is when you know it's a catfish and you still keep fighting it, but if that was a nice sturgeon or something, that is really heartbreaking. Well, I think we probably spent about the same amount of time trolling as we did fishing for bream at Wolcott. So let's, obviously with that Arctic, we're going to have made a lot more here than we did bream fishing, but you could also get unlucky at Kuori and go a lot of time without catching a decent paying fish, but let's just see. Always check the cafe first. So 104 silver, 3 fish. It's interesting that Kuori char almost worth the same as the Arctic, and it's half the size. It's a little more than half, but still, I mean, Kuori char's sell point is nice, but I mean, that's decent silver in half a day or whatever it was. It's not bad. And that is, okay, so that's my first time trolling in a long time, or doing any fishing here at Kuori. I think what I'll do next is go fish at Bear, but that was fun.